Hey Gemini, welcome to Dark Eve Tarot. I'm Eve. We're going to get you a message. We're going to use the Tarot of Oppositions. And we're going to answer the question, what are they not telling you? What are they not telling you, Gemini? What are they not telling you? Well then, so we have the Fool card here, and it's on the darker side of the Fool. So there is someone that is not necessarily making the best decisions for themselves. I'm just seeing this as risk taking, like it could literally be being a fool. But it seems like there's somebody that's kind of putting themselves in dangerous situations or just like risky situations. And that's really broad. It could be anything. I mean, or it could just be someone not really being very careful. You know what I mean? So here we have the sun, and it's the dark side of the sun. It's the sunflowers are all dried up. They're definitely not happy with something. Something is not the way they thought it was going to be. Like the grass was not greener on the other side. You know, we've got the dark side of the hangman as well, and it's kind of giving me this impression here, Gemini, that maybe there's this situation where you were like, I told you so. You know, like you told them something, you gave them solid advice, you told them how something was or whatever. They went against what you said, found out that it sucked, and like had this profound realization that shit, Gemini was right. And they're not telling you this. They're not telling you that you were right. Ooh. So, well, they love you. I mean, we've got the Two of Cups here, and it's the pretty sunshiny version of the Two of Cups. Like, I don't know, it's like they don't want to upset you. They don't want to upset you. They don't want you to know that they effed up, you know? They don't want to cause a problem between you two. For some of you, this may be like a parent-child relationship, though. Excuse me, because we do have a child here showing up in the sun card, and we also the Fool can be a very young energy. But yeah, or it could just be an immature person. So whoever this is, Gemini, they do feel bad. We have the Six of Cups, but it's kind of, the shadow version of the Six of Cups, and there's regret here. I don't think that I don't think getting on their case and making them feel bad or whatever is gonna. I mean, they're already punishing themselves. It looks like here. Yeah, wow. Three of Swords. They're really punishing themselves over this. They did something stupid and they regret it. And they're not telling you this. They're not telling you this. It's like they want everything to be good between you. So I'm just seeing a little bit of intimidation here. In some way, it seems like they are, in a way, they are intimidated by you, Gemini. Something about going overboard here. So I'm going to put these here to show the right picture. Something about you going, they're afraid you're going to go overboard. You're going to freak out. But there's hope. It's like we have the lighter side of the Four of Cups here, and I kind of like that because it's like they, I mean, yes, they're a little bit afraid, afraid that you're gonna freak out, but they do they do have hope for making things right. It's like they wanna make things right. Yeah, see, we have the light side. So we have the light side of the Four of Cups and the light side of the Five of Cups, which is it's talking about their emotions. It's talking about how they feel about this, and it's like they want to they see where they went wrong. They 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 know what it feels like to have everything be better again, whatever. Like they want to make things better between the two of you. They want you to be happy. And they have an idea here. Okay, that's interesting. They have an idea. We have the Knight of Wands on the light side of the Knight of Wands, and it's coming out under the. Scoot these up. It's coming out underneath this kind of reminiscing kind of energy here. It's like they have an idea on how to make it right. I feel like they need some time here, like a little bit of time to make it right. And if you were to jump on all over their case, it would kind of spiral in the wrong direction. Yeah, if you were to freak out on them now, it's like they would feel as if the whole world had its back turned on them. It's like it would just magnify the feeling of it, of this like Three of Swords, even though it might be just, it might just be feeling, really just maybe feeling like, you have your back turned on them, but for them, for you to have your back turned on them, it would feel like the whole entire world had their back turned on them. That's how hard they would take it. I feel like this is a very sensitive person. This is probably the most in-depth, I guess, story or message of another person, of what they're not telling you, Gemini, that's come out for any sign so far. For a lot of the other signs, it was like just a couple cards were what they weren't telling you, and the rest was a message about the sign, you know? But this is still all about the other person. Like, all these struggles that they're keeping to themselves. I'm curious why. Well, I'm not curious why, because the answer's right there. Never mind. Oh, so we have the Knight of Cups here, but it's the kind of the dark side of the Knight of Cups, and I'm not really sure where this is going, but it's really kind of depicting a person, and I don't know if this is you or the other person, kind of like giving up on something. I almost feel as if this might be part of the fear that the other person has about you, Gemini, afraid that you're going to give up on them. So they're not just intimidated. They're not just intimidated by you, but they're afraid. It's like they're afraid you're going to give up on them. And we have this Four of Swords here, which is kind of just reiterating the bit about they're afraid afraid you're going to go overboard or freak out about this situation. They require peace right now with this Four of Swords. They need a time of peace to get things sorted out. This is weird. It's the Seven of Swords, but it's weird. It's the Seven of Swords, which is like, deception, thievery, what have you, just like the normal meanings of the card. But like the Seven Swords, there's not seven swords on one side and seven swords on the other side, right? It's like the this side is the swords that are stolen, and these are the swords that are left because they were protected. It's almost like they are like hoping and praying that their peace isn't stolen. I'm sure there's a part of them that feels as if they could possibly be deceiving themselves. It's kind of coming through as a little bit of doubt, but they don't. I don't think they let that creep in because it's coming out right underneath this Four of Cups with the light in it, like they want to make things right. Maybe they're not sure how they're gonna do it. I like this. So we have the Four of Pentacles here, but it's the lighter version. It's the lighter version that we're getting, and I'm just loving this whole row. This whole entire row is all the light version. It's, they really love you. They want to make you happy. They want to be happy with you. They want to experience that with you. They want to share their life with you, share things with you. They want to be generous with you. Or, you know what I mean? This is like so sweet. And there's kind of problems on either side of it. But They are very sweet on the inside. Very sweet. Ooh, I kind of like this. So we have the High Priestess, and I'm not really seeing a. There's not really a dark and light version here. I'm not. It's I feel like the High Priestess can go either way. Because it's about like like secrets of the unknown, or your intuition, or psychic abilities, or that kind of thing. I think that it's kind of saying here, because this feels very versatile, like it doesn't matter which way the card is, whether it's on the light side, dark side, whatever, it's the same energy. And I think that, and it's coming out right underneath this Knight of Wands, which is this idea. They have an idea. They have they have motivation. They want to make it right. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if you give them a chance, they will, even if they may not be quite sure how to do it. I think they can figure it out. Whatever's happened here, whatever they did, took a risk, it turned out bad, whatever. No matter what, they learned from it. It was a learning experience. And that's worth something too, I feel like this is like a parent-child thing going on. But I mean, it doesn't have to be. So here we're ending on the Queen of Cups, but it's the darker Queen of Cups. I feel like this is a warning to whoever this other person is, Gemini, that if they if they kind of get in their head too much and they let these darker emotions like this, like the Three of Swords, and thinking everybody's against them, and like allowing too much like severe negativity into their into their psyche, kind of, then they could actually start creating more problems for themselves, because we see this Queen of Cups, and she's drink. It looks like she's drinking, like she's gonna develop a drinking problem or something, or I don't know, like substance abuse or something like that. Like not. It's darkening the skies here. I think for this person who is very sensitive, I feel like if they go down that route, it will not end well. I almost wonder if this is possibly a Pisces type person. Regardless, they're very empathic, and they probably absorb people's feelings a bit more than their own, which is why they're possibly afraid of your reaction to this. All right. So, Gemini, this is your message about what they're not telling you, and it's a lot. Um Take what resonates, and I will see you next time. Bye, Gemini.